the simple truth is that we were nothing alike, and the only things we had in common, besides belonging to the same species, were that we were the same age, same gender, came from the same town, and went to the same school. My dad said we were a Class A example of opposites attracting. Short, quiet vegetarian who liked old movies and lizards and worried about the environment, versus tall, loud omnivore who liked Hollywood blockbusters and shopping and worried about her nails. But friendship isn't based on reason, like buying a car because it's gas efficient, or deciding not to wear the white dress because it'll be covered in stains in about 2.5 seconds. Despite all our differences, we were soul sisters and cosmic twins. "Promise me you'll always be my best friend, Gracie, no matter what happens," Savannah would say at least once a week, and I'd laugh. "Of course I will," I'd promise. Unless you become a baby seal killer or run a lumber company. Both those career choices were completely out of the question for Savannah, of course, which meant that there was nothing that could ever happen that would end our friendship. At least, that's what I thought then. Chapter 1, Waiting for Savannah, Part 1. I was waiting for Savannah by the bike shed like I did every day after last period. We lived on opposite sides of Crow's Point, but in the morning we always met at the old road and walked the rest of the way to school together. And in the afternoon, we reversed the routine. On this afternoon, Mary Louise Lipinski was waiting with me. Mary Louise Lipinski was Savannah's other best friend, the one she'd had before she met me. Mary Louise wasn't one of those girls either. She and I liked each other and everything. I'd made friends with her before I even met Savannah, but I never saw her outside school unless she was doing something with me and Savannah, which wasn't that often anymore. We'd been standing there for a while, long enough for us to have exhausted the topics of the gruesomeness of our gym class, how her dog ate all the candy her mom bought for Halloween, how we wished we were still young enough to go trick-or-treating, and how glad we were that we didn't wear makeup because of all the poisons and chemicals in them, and had lapsed into one of those uncompanionable silences that might possibly go on forever, or until she started talking about what her mom thought about wedges, or I started talking about chameleons. I couldn't figure out why she was hanging around. Mary Louise fiddled with the strap on her bag. "You know, I just wanted to say that I'm really glad you can come out for my birthday, Gracie," she said. "It really means a lot to me." Me too. I felt kind of uncomfortable. Other people might say something like it really meaning a lot to them out of politeness, but with Mary Louise, you knew she was sincere. "You know," I gave her a smile, "I'm really glad you invited me. It sounds like it's going to be fun." "I hope so," Mary Louise had a nervous shrug. "I mean, I'm sorry it's not a real party or anything like that. Mommy thought we could go to Anzalone's." If she fiddled any more with that strap, she was going to break it. "I know it's not exactly fancy or anything, but the food's really good," her voice brightened. "I really love their eggplant parmigiana." "It sounds great." The only times I've ever been to Anzalone's was to pick up a pizza with Savannah. Part of my dad's tetanus grasp on modern life was a dislike of eating out. "It's fancy enough for me." "Yeah, but, you know, it's only a little celebration. Just you and me and Savannah. I hope that's okay." Mary Louise had a nervous laugh, too. "Of course it's okay." I hated parties. I was more a wading through the river, tramping through the woods kind of girl. "Really?" Mary Louise scrunched her lips together as if she was thinking of smiling. She thought better of it. "I was going to ask Jem, too, but, you know," she kind of rocked back and forth. "Savannah and Jem don't really get along." Jemima Satz was Mary Louise's other friend, besides Savannah and me. It wasn't so much that Jem and Savannah didn't really get along, it was more like they totally loathed each other. Savannah said that Jemima was a fat, manipulative, jealous backstabber. Jemima said that Savannah was a big-nosed, judgmental, self-centered witch. Those weren't the only things they said about each other, but it gives you the general idea. Besides being terminally shy and perpetually apologetic, Mary Louise had a real gift for understatement. "The smaller the better as far as I'm concerned," I assured her. "I'm not big on major social gatherings."